YouTube, what's good? What's good? It's your man, the Rich Kid, back at you with another video, another topic. I know it's been a minute, man. I haven't recorded in, I know at least a couple weeks now, Again, like I said before, I got other things going on right now, YouTube is not my main source. This is a hobby for me, but I do enjoy it. And, I'm not going to stay away too long, but, I'm working on some other things, and takes my time away, and sometimes, I'm going to be real, sometimes I just don't feel like recording, you know what I mean? But I said, let me get up and record this, you know what I mean? Because it's been on my radar. I was doing a little video searching, researching, trying to get my facts and stuff straight, you know what I mean? But let's talk about this whole JaRule and Tony Yayo Uncle Murda incident on the plane, man. If y'all haven't seen or heard by now, they had a little incident on this Delta flight from Cali going back to New York, and I was just watching, shout out to Tony Yayo, one of his videos on Vlad TV, and he said that they got word before the flight that JaRule would be on the flight, so they knew that JaRule was coming, and it seemed that when JaRule got on the flight, it was pretty much like he said, it was an element of surprise, you know what I mean? JaRule was caught off guard with that, and, look, man, this whole thing with G-Unit and Murder Inc., man, it probably will never die as long as these cats are alive, like Yayo was saying, some beef is just, it just gets old, man. It never dies, you know what I mean? It just gets old. And, so, when Ja got on the plane, Yayo was saying that he was just nervous, he kept saying, we good, we good, we good, and I'm saying to myself, well, first of all, okay, I know I got beef with these cats. Yeah, it's an element of surprise, but I would have just been like, yo, I don't have to say nothing to them. Just keep my mouth shut. As long as they don't say nothing to me or, put their hands on me, everything is Gucci, let's just fly back home, and just keep it moving. But, I guess, with that whole, we good, Uncle Murda kept, told him like, yo, why you talking to me? Like, yo, what's up? Why you saying it, And I kind of agree, like, Josh should have just kept his mouth closed, put his bags and stuff up, whatever, and just sat in the seat and flown home, But, with him saying that kind of just antagonized these niggas, so it was back and forth, words, this, that, and then, you see Ja in the video, what's popping, what's shaking and all this, until, the Delta Airlines crew had to get involved, you know what I mean? And, to me, it just seemed like it was kind of totally unnecessary. Yeah, they bitter rivals, you know what I mean? But, it's like, at the end of the day, y'all grown men, too, on top of that, you know what I mean? Like, you got to know how to conduct yourselves in public, especially on a flight such as Delta, you know what I mean? That's because, you get involved in a fight on Delta or any airlines for that matter, that's federal charges right there, like Tony Yayo was saying, like, and, you get kicked off that joint, and then, Delta can, revoke, all your frequent flyer miles and all that, and like he was saying, no more, luxury if that had to happen, but he said it came close to them, JaRule threw a pillow at him, and, he said, yo, it almost came to, like blows, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just like, yo, this whole thing with 50 and JaRule, man, is just like never ending, yo. It's like the never ending story, real talk, I mean, again, everlasting beef, You know, some beefs just never end. They just get old, man. So, but yeah, man, you know, when I saw that earlier, I thought it was, you know, when I seen the video, I thought it was kind of like a joke, YouTube. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I thought it was kind of a joke. And I'm like, is this real? You know, I'm like, Tony Yayo and JaRule on the flight together with Uncle Murda, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, and because I saw them kind of like, I saw JaRule's facial expression. I thought he was like laughing, you know, when he was standing up. So I'm like, yo, these niggas like cool or whatever, you know. But then come to find out it was real, you know. JaRule was like, yo, what's up, you know. But he, it seemed like he just had nervous energy. He got caught off guard with them being on the plane, you know what I mean? So I think had Ja known that they were going to be on the plane, like Yayo and Murda knew Ja was going to be on a plane, either he would have been more prepared when he seen them. He probably wouldn't have said nothing. It wouldn't have been a surprise, or he just would have changed his flight or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I just wanted to chime in on that, YouTube. You know, if y'all hadn't heard the little altercation that happened with JaRule and Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda on the Delta flight, you know, I thought that was kind of funny, man. You know, still going on after all these years, man. The beef, you know, between G Unit, Murda Inc. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man. That's it. I ain't gonna make this video too long, YouTube. Just wanted to chime in on that. As always, you like my content, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, and yo, I'll be back with another one, YouTube. All right, I'm out. Peace.